drivers both looking to get back into championship contention. Somebody gets their first Too Fast, Too Tasty win. Brittany puffed the tires. She tried to pedal it, but it wouldn't recover. 3.92 seconds, 292 miles an hour. If you'd have told me 392 was going to win that, I would have bet majorly the other side.
Angel Sampé, brand ambassador for Mission Foods, giving the medallion to Tony Schumacher, and there is the hat, and Tony is a happy guy right now. It wasn't pretty, but you turned on the win light, and what potential to turn on a bunch of win lights here this weekend. Great way to start the weekend, Tony. What are you thinking, brother?
Yeah, for Mission Foods, thank you for putting this on. It's a great sideshow, and we love it, man. Like, it's fantastic. And Angel, she did a lot of work bringing this to the sport, so we appreciate it. It was not a great run. It got the win light, and I guarantee this next round's going to be ugly, too. Track conditions are just hotter, man. I mean, there were 3 cars that ran good runs. We'll learn from that. We'll go on and try to win this Pomona final next round against Justin, man. But it's huge. I'm just happy to be holding Big Check, man. I know my wife is, too. This is great, and we love these things. You know, normally you just show up Saturday and it's an easy like Sunday morning kind of day. We had a race yesterday, we had a race today, we have a final tonight, and then we have a whole day tomorrow racing. So we love you, Phoenix, man. What a great place.
For Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty Challenge, glory, cash, points, chips. It's all about the chips. Pretty good side-by-side run if your name's J.R. Todd. 3.974, 316. That'll get it done. That'll get you bonus points.
Angel Sampé, the brand ambassador for Mission Foods, putting the medallion around J.R. Todd's neck. There's the hat, and there's the check. A guy who's should be happy with that one. You got the win, and you went low for the session, 397. Stuff kind of turned around, huh, J.R.?
Yeah, I shouldn't have been complaining yesterday at all, Bruno. I mean, we went down the track, and that's something we were struggling with coming into this weekend. So we want to make sure we went A to B on the first run to kind of set us up better for the weekend. But yeah, once again, got to thank Mission Foods for putting up the extra money for us to go out here and have fun on Saturday. And it got loose down there down track. I noticed a lot of people, once they get on the asphalt here, they've been spinning, and ours did probably dropped a couple cylinders there again. I was surprised to see the wind light come on again. But hey, as long as luck's on our side, like we said earlier, we'll take it any way we can get it.
Mason with a 007 reaction time. Not enough. 6.541, 210 miles an hour. Greg had a 002. Erica drove around. Mason at 007. Erica drove around. 6.591. Mason McGahey is going to get himself into the field at least for now. So he accomplished that half of the mission, but he couldn't hold off that Johnson's Horsepower Garage Chevrolet on the other side. Erica, 6.541, and she will take home the Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty Challenge.
Angel Sampé, the brand ambassador for Mission Foods, puts a medallion around Erica Ender's neck. She's got a couple of these over the last year, and first one in 2024. Erica, the consistency of this car is pretty amazing. You go out there and you run quick and consistent just about every time. How does that help you as a driver, knowing that the cars, you got the horse that everyone's trying to beat?
It's definitely important. You have to have a horse and a rider. Sometimes the horse makes up for the rider, and other times the rider works for the car. So in this case, my guys have been just giving me a really great race car, driving very mediocre, but it's okay. We're excited for JHG and for Skag. Randy and Maria here with a bunch of dealers, and for Nikki on her birthday. I know I mentioned that earlier, but we didn't do so hot at the beginning of the year last year, so I didn't have too many opportunities for the Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty Challenge, and we're going to see if we can make up for the lost work last year and go after some. So we're excited.
Jake Coughlin tears up the short numbers, 971, 6.517, 210 miles an hour, and Jake Coughlin goes to the top by a thou. The Skag Chevrolet just bumped Erica out of the number 1 spot. He hasn't gone that far yet. He's been square to tire. Okay, Justin's in. No problem. Wow, 565, 252 miles an hour, and Justin Bond goes from the bottom Right straight to the top, 6.565. What have you been holding back for? Tony Wilson shuts off to a 10.65.77. He gets bumped from 15 to 16, but Justin Bond just ripped this joint, 5.65. Show off. .384, 334 miles an hour. Put Cornwell Tools on the #1 spot. Nice job down there for the Prock Rocket. .367, 336 miles an hour. Put Capco on top, 3.678, 336.23 miles an hour. Steve O goes to #1.
Go to work with Bobby Cottrell the other way. Drew's off the throttle early, and Bobby Cottrell goes 469, 240 miles per hour. Wow. Bobby Cottrell with a throwdown run to go to the #1.
Welding, pumps, regulators, filters, fueling champions.